These are 7 build moves that you need to know. Pros use these all the time and they are easy to learn. They will range from moves for beginners to advanced techniques that the best fighters use. All of these will help you win more fights and will make you a better Fortnite player. The first move is a 1v1 ramp start. This is what it looks like. Now let's slow it down. You start on a ramp. As you hit the top of your ramp, jump, turn to the side and place a floor, then a ramp. The ramp you place should be facing to the left or the right. The side that you jump out of does not matter. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Your first jump should put you at the top of the ramp that you just placed. Then turn forward, place a floor and another ramp. If it's done right, you will jump, land on the first ramp, place the next floor and ramp, then phase up. Once you're able to do this freely, you can add walls or cones for better protection during real fights. Move number 2. The Mongrel Classic. I'm sure most of you guys know this by now, but it's still useful. This is used when your opponent is boxed up. So say this is my opponent's wall and they don't have a cone in their box. First, you're gonna wanna take the wall. Then make a 4-tile edit. Immediately after making the edit, place a ramp over their head. If you time it right, you can block a shot with the ramp and then edit to get a free shot. Here's what it looks like at full speed. You should be careful about your position when you make your edits. Make sure you stand behind the piece of the wall that isn't edited. When you make the ramp edit, pull out your shotgun, and this is when you're gonna move out from behind the wall. You don't wanna get stuck there waiting for your shotgun to pull out. If you block the opponent's shot with the ramp, your positioning doesn't matter since you'll shoot them before they can shoot you back. Reset the builds if you don't get the kill right away to keep control of the pieces. Move number 3. This next one is super simple, but so important. Similar to the Mongrel Classic, this is to control the box and the fight. Let's start with your opponent boxed up in front of you. This move requires that there's no cone in the box you're attacking. First, take the wall. Then, make a window edit that doesn't expose yourself to the enemy. Place a cone down, reset the wall, and hold the wall. Most of the time when you try to do this, the opponent is going to try to take the wall back right away. So it's important to hold the wall after you reset. Now, here it is in full speed. Like most box fights, you want to be in the box diagonal to the one you're attacking. In a real fight situation, you're boxed up with the opponent diagonally to your right. You open your right wall, take the opponent's wall, make an edit, drop a cone in their box, and now you're in full control. This can be done right back to you, so make sure you're always fighting with your own cone in your box. Move number 4. I talk about this one a lot when I'm coaching, and it's one of the most OG moves. It's called the Thwifo cone. It isn't hard to do, but it's great for retakes and climbing an elevation while protected. All you have to do for this move is start ramping up. Build a ramp in front of you, and then jump to keep your momentum going up the ramp. As you're jumping, turn around and place the walls and cone. You have to place the walls first, otherwise the cone won't place. Practice this first going in the direction that you feel most comfortable. Then try doing it in the other direction. You should feel comfortable with a Thwifo cone to the left or the right. You never know what side the opponent will be on, so it's important that you are skilled on either side. Shout out to Thwifo for coming up with this way back in the day. Even though it's super old, the Thwifo cone is still just as useful. Move number 5. Here's another one that I talk about a lot on stream or coaching in the Ceice Thesis Discord. Make sure you join the Discord as I'm always giving out free coaching sessions or tips. We'll start with the basics of it and then go more advanced in the next move. This is a side jump into a ramp. You can do side jumps in so many different ways, but this is the foundation of any side jump. Stand at the bottom of the ramp. Put a cone above your head. About halfway up the ramp, you want to jump out to the right. As you jump, place a floor so you land on the same layer as the cone. The movement and timing of this jump is the most difficult part. Get used to that first. Now, let's add a ramp to it. So this time, you will place a floor and then a ramp. It should look like this. Practice this until you're able to do it fluently without fail. Trust me, this is really important to be able to do if you want to start any advanced building moves in fights. Move number 6. It starts with the side jump into the ramp that we just did. But this time, we're gonna place 2 walls behind us as we jump up. This is called a high wall side jump. Okay, now watch it in slow motion. As you're jumping, you want to quickly look above the cone that you're jumping out away from. Place 1 wall and then move up to grab the second wall. Flick right back down to get the floor ramp placement before you land. If this is done right, you should have 2 walls placed behind you and you are standing on a ramp facing away from the walls. From here, you can 90 up above your opponent, try to place a cone over their head, or just go for the shot. It's a super useful move to gain elevation while protecting your back. There's also nothing wrong with dragging out the walls as you flick up the ramp. It actually gives you more protection, and the only downside is that you will spin more builds. Now let's take this one step deeper and combine a couple moves that I showed you. Move number 7. This one is called the Thwifo Cone High Wall Side Jump. Yep, we're about to combine 2 of the moves we just talked about. This is great for creative fights, but might not be the best in game as it uses a ton of mats. Here's what it looks like. Start with the side jump. Look over the cone and place double walls. Immediately place the cone above the top wall. Then flick back down to make sure you can land on the ramp. This one is difficult, and that's why I saved it for last. Let's watch it in slow motion. Side jump, high wall, cone floor ramp. It's a lot to do while trying to land on the ramp. That is why it's important to get the foundation of the side jump down. There are so many moves that rely on your ability to hit a side jump consistently. These techniques that I just taught you should help you guys a ton while playing and especially while fighting. You can start to add these into your game slowly. Try doing 1 or 2 of these moves while warming up each day. As you get comfortable, you can begin using them in fights. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this from me, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.